For today's agenda, we're going to provide a brief introduction of the company, which is ProFusion Solar. Then we're going to present the evidence that we obtained after analyzing the company from the perspective of each of the four frames. We're going to talk about the structural, human resources, political, and symbolic frame. Then we're going to talk about the workplace tone. Followed by that, we're going to describe the diversity, equity, and inclusion programs that can be found within the company. After that, we're going to explain how these findings are going to help us to make the interview questionnaire. And finally, we're going to provide a conclusion.
All right, so let us get started with introducing Profusion Solar. Now, Profusion Solar is a company that was founded back in 2017 with a mission for providing the best sort of renewable solutions for mainly Canadians. And the standard is very high for getting the best sort of quality and the best pricing for the customers. Now, they do offer a variety of programs such as LED lighting, such as energy storage, energy credits, but the main focus of Profusion Solar is solar. Okay, they sell solar. They actually manufacture a lot of the solar too, and they sell it to residential and commercial customers. Commercial is kind of the main focus, but they also deal with homeowners, of course. And the most prominent core of their operations is actually sales. Now, sales, they're mostly done in person, but they're also done over the phone and through some virtual presentations as well. Uh, this kind of resonates to an environment that is very motivating, very determined to constantly seek towards their goals and reach, learn and get to that next level.
So, regarding the structural frame, Provision ensures that powerful implementation goes beyond just setting up the processes. It also requires continuous monitoring and maintain day-to-day operations. So, the company tracks performance in teams using real-time data, also assessing each member's ability to generate the leads and the sales and secure consultations. So these metrics are key, and Proficient makes sure that with these metrics they can identify the strengths and also the areas of improvement that refines strategies and also enhances efficiency. This is a data-driven approach, so it allows the team to operate at the best performance possible and delivers consistent results while driving business and also growth. So, continuing on the structural frame, Profusion emphasizes the importance of sales calls and analyzing those sales calls, communication efforts, and documentations to provide valuable feedback and also foster continuous learning throughout the whole team. So by reviewing these interactions, team members will gain insight into the best practices in order to secure sales and clients, and also refine the approach, develop stronger engagement strategies, so on and so forth. Also, each day, all the teams set clear goals for that same day in order to generate customers and secure appointments with customers. And tracking these metrics allow Profusion to measure performance and identify opportunities for improvement and also ensure structures and result-driven approach to the sales. This commitment to learning constantly is key for growth and also makes each team advance consistently towards higher levels and better performance with the clients, basically.
Now, moving on to the human resource frame, This one focuses on how the employees can contribute to an organization's success. Here in the company Profusion, we can identify four main areas within this frame. The first one is the culture, where the company encourages employees to participate and contribute ideas fostering teamwork. The second one is motivation and development. They provide opportunities for professional growth through training and skill building. The third one is define roles. There's a clear structure with designated positions which helps employees focus on their responsibilities. And last one will be the employee empowerment, where workers are encouraged to share and take initiative and contribute to process improvements. An example of this would be if a sales representative has a suggestion to improve customer service, the employees will be encouraged to share ideas and discuss them, and then the manager will choose the best one that fits for his strategy. But why does this matter? Well, we have like 4 points, and the first one will be you will get a higher job satisfaction, where the employees will feel valued and motivated. The second one will be your productivity will be improved, and you will have clear roles and teamwork, and this will lead to efficiency. Encouragement of innovation. Employees feel safe and to suggest new ideas. And the last one is lower turnover rate. When you have happy employees, they will they will be want to stay longer in your company, and this will reduce your hiring cost at your HR department. Now, an example of this, think about Google or Salesforce. They invest in their employees through training, benefits about the law, or in a strong company culture. And in return, they get highly productive and loyal teams. By using this frame, you you create a company culture that leads to higher performance, innovation, and employee retention. Now, three things that you can keep in mind. The the first one is employees are not just workers; they are the key to success of the company. The second one is a strong human resource frame makes businesses more adaptable and competitive. And the last one is investing in people leads to long-term business growth.
Hey, it's Carlos, and after talking about human resources frame, it's time to talk about political frame, so let's get there. Here we go. Okay, what's the political frame? The political frame view organization as coalitions where individuals and groups compete for scarce resources. The key points. First, power and decision making. Second, allocation of resources and negotiation. Third, internal and external coalition. There are too many key points, but that's the one we decide to talk about. Okay, now the key political elements. Um, First, coalition and stakeholders. It works with vetted professional, manufacturers, and government regulators. It builds a strategic partnership that would help meet the quality and compliance goals. Now, second, the power and decision making. It led from the center with a vice president of sales controlling the whole department. They set certain operational decisions to be strategic, which allows them to work efficiently and profitably. Okay, now the resource allocation and negotiation. Market regulation and strategies. It competes in the new renewable energy sector. It uses federal tax incentives to remain competitive. The impact on the business, profitable power allocation, and good negotiation portrays stronger business operations. Effective resources allocation guarantees a smart business growth while maintaining healthy profits. Now it's time to my teammate to talk about the symbolic frame.
I'm going to talk about the symbolic frame. According to Bowman and Deal, this frame views organizations as theaters where meaning is created through stories, myths, ceremonies, or rituals. This particular frame represents how employees connect with organizations on a deeper level. After analyzing Provision Solar, we were able to identify quite a few elements that belong to this frame. The first one is the company's vision. Essentially, the vision is to empower clients with affordable and sustainable energy solutions. The company aims to provide freedom energy while highlighting the benefits of energy efficiency. In this company, the vision is not merely a statement because employees actually acknowledge it and they feel inspired by it. Because given the nature of the company, which is sustainable energy, um, they know the employees know that they are contributing to a cleaner planet. And according to Grant, when there's a strong sense of motivation and meaning, employees tend to have higher levels of engagement and performance in the workplace because they know that what they are doing actually matters and it goes beyond sales. And the second element are rituals. At Profusion Solar, there is a sales driven environment and there are performance leaderboards where the efforts and the success of the employees are recognized. According to Pfeffer, he was an author, and he stated that when there's recognition, that promotes a sense of motivation, belonging, and identity. So basically, when you acknowledge the hard work of employees, they tend to feel seen and appreciated because this shows that the company actually cares about their contributions and they know that they are working hard um, so that the company can continue its development. And finally, there are metaphors and symbols. Solar energy itself is a symbol because it represents environmental responsibility and empowerment. And also within the workplace, the employees are not perceived as salesmen or saleswomen, but they are metaphorically perceived as drivers of freedom energy. And this creates a higher sense of purpose. Also, there is a particular phrase in that company which is powering change, and that reinforces the purpose of the company. There are two authors, which are Hodge and Schultz, and they state that symbols allow employees to emotionally connect with the company. And as I mentioned previously, if there's a strong sense of motivation, commitment, belonging, that tends to be beneficial for everyone, for employees and also for the company, because they truly feel that they're making a difference, and it's not just about profit or it's not just work, but they actually relate to it and they can develop this bond with the company.
Next, I will talk about the workplace tone. So, now the nature of sales as a whole, what it does is it creates this environment where the team members are very sophisticated in the way that they talk. Their ability to display their thoughts, listen, and understand how to respond, it leads to these entertaining conversations between each other, and that's what also carries it into this uplifting team environment. Members are able to freely coordinate between each other. They are constantly hungry to learn, to get better, and there's a lot of opportunities as a result for growth and for success, whether it's within the organization, in career, right, or in life as a whole. There's a lot of great things that can come from this. Uh, a true display of this tone, it is present during the daily team meetings that they have. Now they're very entertaining. They're structured to provide this kind of feedback. It's done either in person or virtually, and it's a way to review performance, inspire each other, maybe see conversations with customers, and find ways to reach their goals and take their efforts to the next step. Okay. Next, I would talk about diversity. equity, and inclusion. Uh, Now, we'll start with the demographics and the diversity. A lot of what Profusion does is there's a variety of individuals there from different walks of life. So there are individuals that come from different educational backgrounds, those that have a lot of experience, maybe don't have so much experience, and they had different beginnings too. Uh, Now, mainly, they are young to middle-aged adults. That's just what I guess can keep that environment a bit hungrier. Although I don't think that matters too much, right? Uh, there is, of course, a range of nationalities, people that come from all over the world. And what that brings is a variety of culture, beliefs, values. That's very important to have different perspectives in a company. Next, we'll talk about the equity. So, there's always an equal window for certain salary, um, commission in the Profusion Solar. The main thing though is that everyone has the opportunity to earn the same amount. It just based on kind of commission aspect of things, where um, employees must kind of perform to earn more. That's pretty much it. That comes with those that are performing well. There are a lot of promotional initiatives. There are ways to get to the top level in the company, ways that you can get also incentivized monetarily, uh, some other things like of this nature. And those that they're not maybe performing as well, there's always a sense of mentorship, a sense of training available, uh, to really maybe get them over a slump and understand what they could do maybe a bit better. That brings us to the inclusion. So there's always, like we said, equal opportunities for everyone to share their voices. There's a lot of support from the team members as a result, and that creates a very positive environment where there's not much tolerance for discriminatory actions and words. Okay, um, great. So next, we're just gonna go with the conclusion. Um, in conclusion, it is evident that Profusion Solar, it runs this fluid operation. It's designed to provide an inclusive environment for where its partners, employees, are able to grow and thrive. Aspects such as performance monitoring, employee empowerment, the commitment to maintaining coalitions and relationships, a vision towards making the world a better place with things such as solar, right? That's very important, and it gives an intricate insight into why the company is constantly expanding. This coverage of all these four frames is, um, it's really shows you what the company is all about. It would help us kind of understand ways that we can create a really effective and interactive questionnaire where the employees that we interview, they would be probably proud to share their experiences within the company and about their life. An organization, that leads me to my last point, that puts priority on relationships with its members and customers is always going to stay strong. It's always going to grow, because when you have such unity, such variety of culture, what it does is it ensures a lot of relevance, a lot of resilience, and a path towards our truly greater tomorrow. Okay, so next I'll just show some of the references that we were working with. Some of them are from Profusion Solar, about them, but thank you for listening, and take care.